Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a water change on this tank because it desperately needs it. That tank down there, just because I haven't done it in a while, and then this tank as well because I haven't done it in a while. Those tanks are doing alright, but it's been like a month since I've done water changes. I have just not had time at all. Normally I'll try to do them like every other week or preferably every week during the weekend, but I just haven't had time. But this is getting like obsessively bad, which I do have plans for this, and we can finish my filter now. We should be able to finish the filter now. So that is very exciting because I'll be building a tank and I've never built a tank myself before. So hopefully the glass cutting and everything goes well, but we got a much better glass cutter. So anyway, besides the point, got to do water change on this. Has a really powerful pump, but it doesn't have a filter. So I also need to, I did add mechanical filtration around the intake of the pump. So I need to replace that, and that should help this clear up, and I'm going to drain it like way down. It's already drained a little bit just because the turtles were getting out somehow, and but I'm going to be cleaning the glass, obviously. This tank's been doing very well somehow. I don't really understand it, but obviously it's been doing much better than this, and I think it's just because of all the plants down here. Tons of peace lily. You got a crazy wandering Jew over there. And then there's lots of bamboo in the filter as well. So it's all these goldfish. I'm not sure exactly how many are here. I think about 15 because Norman killed one, which is pretty sad. And then 2 minnows that I'm aware of. And then there's Norman down there, the 20-plus-year-old red-eared slider turtle. So I'm going to do water change on this, clean up the glass. The goldfish aren't really supposed to be in here. They're supposed to be out in like a pond, but I don't have a pond right now, so they're in here. And then this tank's doing pretty good. I recently did a video on it about rescaping it or adding in new plants and stuff. It's been doing well. Just gonna probably wipe down the glass a little bit and just do like a 50% water change on these 2 tanks, and then like as much as I can get out of this. So that's the plan. So I don't do water changes super often because I actually have to carry the water out in a bucket, and while I am physically able to do that, it just makes it take a really long time to do water changes. Filling it up takes like no time at all. I can just take a hose, connect it to my shower, and then put it directly into here. But when I'm draining it, it's really hard to do. Like I have to carry it up the stairs, dump it out outside, and it's just not exactly something that's easy to do, and it's very time consuming. That's the main thing. I can do it, but it's time consuming, so it makes it very hard. I need like a couple hours to give to doing this. I can't just do a little bit real quick type of thing. So that's why I've been not doing these water changes as much as I should be doing them. Okay guys, so that was about 3 weeks ago. I haven't done another water change on this tank, and I think that's pretty obvious. It is terrible. It's disgusting. I'm sure that having the light come in isn't exactly helping, but it's mainly because I have no type of filtration on this at all besides a pump just moving around the crap. Literal feces in there. So that's gross, and I need to change that. But I have a little bit of a plan. I'm going to explain it in a second. Down here, I have done a water change on this tank since then, and it's actually beginning to get a little bit worse. And then here, I don't think I've drained like a bit of water, maybe like a 20% water change or something like that, but not like a full one, and that tank's just doing fine because it just has a couple of fish in it. Here's the plan. This tank is really crappy, but here's the plan with this tank, okay? I'm going to build a filter, which I can't do right now because for some reason the glass we have just won't cut. It won't break. It won't work. I don't know why. So until I figure out something, maybe I'll try a different type of filtration. I'm not sure exactly, but here's the dealio. I want to have this tank with those 2 turtles and those fish down there. And that's pretty much all I want in this tank. Maybe some other turtles, but for now, that's what I want. But pretty soon, I'm going to be able to take these 2 turtles out, and then it'll just be those fish. And then I'll be able to take all those animals out of this. And I say I can do that because they're all going to be going outside. So all the goldfish and those 2 turtles will be going into a 300-gallon stock tank, and then I'll be taking the pump that's in there in the dark corner there, and I'll be putting that in the stock tank and then setting up some type of filtration, and then Norman will go out probably in a 55 gallon or something else outside. And I don't plan on moving this tank. So this tank will basically be completely drained during the summer, and what I'll probably do is I have a bearded dragon, and I'm probably just gonna keep it in this tank for like a little, like just temporarily, until I can build it an enclosure. So that means that there's just gonna be all these little fish in this 125 gallon tank during the summer at least. So that's a good time that I can figure out like a really good proper filtration without it looking disgusting. So here's the plan right now. I'm going to completely drain this tank. Not today, I don't know when, but I'm off like the next 3 weeks. Like I kind of have school. Basically I'm doing schoolwork at home, so I can spend a lot more time working on animal stuff. I'm going to completely drain this, clean everything in this tank, and then I'm going to take that filter out and clean it because it's making a bunch of noise and it's just crappy, and I think the reason is because it just needs clean. So I'm going to take that filter out. It has a ton of plants. I'll take the plants, set them somewhere, take it out, completely clean it, drain all this down, completely clean it. Not that I move it, I'm just gonna like scrub it all down, make sure it's all clean. Then I'm gonna take that filter and I'm just gonna put it on the side here and add all the plants back in it. And then I'm going to move all these goldfish up here with these. So right now there's no filtration. That way there'll be some filtration. And if you think about it, this is a 75 gallon tank with 1 turtle and all those fish with that. And then this will be a 125 gallon with just 2 turtles, all those fish, and that filter. But also, we'll have the pump still going, and that'll be moving the stuff around. So then more stuff will be actually sucked up into the filter. So in my mind, that sounds like a good idea and might actually help. And then I have a smaller filter that's like half that size, and I'll just put that on here for Norman, because Norman's just Norman. He's just one rated slider. So eventually I'll have just Norman in this tank and also that filter. That's the plan there. And then up here I'll have a huge filter and just a couple turtles and a couple little like nano fish. So that's the plan currently. And then this tank will eventually be taken down, and then I'll have this area to work with, and I'll have all those plants to put somewhere. I think I'm going to set up like 10 gallons because I want to breed the guppies, which are, there's some guppies in there, but they're babies. And then I want to breed the big Cory catfish as well, because I've already bred them, and I just want to work on that again. So I'll probably have a couple 10 gallon set up, because honestly that's my more preferable size for nano fish, is like a 10 gallon. Rather than like a 55 gallon. I just don't enjoy this for some reason, but I really enjoy that little tank. So that's the plan with those things. And yes, I know it looks terrible, and I don't like to show it on video because it looks so bad, but I just can't do anything. Like I don't have anything right now to do anything about it. I thought I was gonna be able to get the tank done, but the glass is just not cutting. So it's more annoying for me because I have to look at it. I know you guys are probably like, oh, that's gross. But like, it's not like I'm neglectful. I can't do anything about it at this point. I should probably do water change more often, but this is a 125 gallon tank, so it's not exactly easy to do water changes, and I just don't have a lot of time to do water changes, as I said earlier in the video. So that's me explaining myself. I hope that you guys enjoyed somewhat, and if you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below, and if you want content, then subscribe. Have a lovely day.